Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing?
Light.
Yeah, it's bright. Tell you what, it's been hot today. It's 102. Heck, you cool down, honey. It's 100.
It's 100
That's
out.
what it says. It's 100.
It says on the truck, 100 degrees.
100.
It has been super duper hot.
Seemed like we got a little bit done at the house today.
We did. I think
So,
we accomplished
yeah.
quite a bit
We
today.
got a dent knocked done. Didn't get done, but we got a good
Closer.
dent.
Closer.
Did have somebody come out and look at the place. They showed it.
Yes.
I feel awkward when I'm there and somebody shows up. I'm not sure if I should leave or should I stay. And I asked my relative. He said, "Oh, it's up to you." I said, "I think we'll go ahead and go." But we waited until they got there and then and met the people. They were really nice people.
We just didn't want them to feel like we were hovering.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that I feel awkward. I just don't want them to feel like I don't want them to feel out of place or nothing.
Yeah.
Told them make themselves at home. We had to run into town and we'd be back and ask them if they had any questions before we left. They said no. By the time we got back, we wasn't gone, but a little bit.
Yeah.
And they had already done their thing.
Let's see if I can get comments pulled up on G's phone since we're using my phone.
So we just got back to the house, took the dogs out, went and got us something to eat. Where'd we go? We went to Rico, Brazilian steakhouse. Never been to one.
How nice.
And it was good. They bring all that meat around your table.
There we go.
There was all kinds of meats, wasn't there, honey?
Yes. And like I was telling G, I was like, they start out and they cut you these slivers.
Little pieces.
These
like,
little slivers of meat.
Don't be stingy.
And you're thinking, come on, put it on the plate. But
I'm glad they didn't.
by the time that they bring every different selection that they have that is all you can eat and put it down on your plate, whoa, buddy, you're full. I like the sea bass.
The sea bass was really good.
The sea bass and the teriyaki prime rib was really good too. And my phone is being.
Go ahead and we're going to do a G's After Dark tonight, but we didn't get back here till later this evening.
Yeah.
Miss G's got laundry.
I've got laundry I've got to do, so that's why we're coming to you now. I love you too,
and I've got a
Bonnie.
couch with my name on it.
Love you guys.
You hear me?
Yeah. Karen said, did you get all your errands done?
No.
We got quite a bit
But we
accomplished today. So, hey Sue. Let me see if I can get YouTube pulled up as well. YouTube. Oh, look at that. Trucker G's live.
Anyway.
Taylor says, hey y'all, is that a Longhorn? I'm shopping trucks to pull an RV trailer. Is that a 25 or 3500?
It's the 3500 Longhorn.
And yes, it is a Longhorn. Sam says, we really want to move out of Oregon. It's just as bad as California.
Matter of fact, I think the couple that came and visit us today or come and look at the house today was out of Oregon. It's kind of hard to tell because the name of the state was covered up by the license plate holder, but I'm pretty sure it was an Oregon plate.
Fry TV now says, hey y'all.
What's going on,
And
Fry?
says,
How you doing?
He says, hey Trucker G, love y'all.
Love you too, man.
hon. Eric says, Merle Bay in the house. Pam wants to see G's sexy face.
I don't know if I did it right.
I love it.
Did I do it right?
You did. Sue says, hello, G's. Oh my goodness, this man of mine. Lisa said, are you coming to Port Huron, Michigan, Saturday?
No, we won't be there on Saturday. There's no way, sweetheart.
My phone is a little too heavy.
We're trying to get all of our
errands
done because I would like to hit Jeff City come Sunday. I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just going to show up, but that's my plans. I'm planning on going to Jefferson City on Sunday.
Taylor says, I knew
but I
it.
don't want to make no promises.
I knew it. Love that color leather. Hallelujah and congratulations. I told G the only thing this truck is missing is a pair of horns for a hood ornament.
I might just put them on here.
Big old bull horns.
Yes, cowboy truck. Heck yeah.
Maggie Ray says, hi G's, did you accomplish your 6 objectives today?
No.
We accomplished
a big part of them though.
the majority of them. Melissa says, hello, G's. Where are we going? We're heading back to the house.
Well, the trailer.
That's the house.
It is for now. Or it isn't. It is now, but we still got a house, so it's kind of hard to say back to the house. Well, the other one's the house, too.
Okay, don't get technical. That's the new home.
Yeah.
Katie says, hi, G's. Anna said, cowboy trucker. John says, downpouring here right now.
Mrs. G says, with them cholo shorts, he said, there ain't no shame in my game. I can pull it off. You don't worry about me.
Sam says, buffalo horns. Wendy says, giddy up.
She said, a biker trucker in cholo shorts and a cowboy truck. What part of that matches? I said, absolutely none, and that's
None of
me
it.
totally.
To a T. Teresa says, good evening, G's. I have missed you. Need some prayers. My uncle passed away from complications from bypass surgery Monday. How is everything going? How is Mr. G's dad? It is very hot and humid day. Love you. Love
When we
you
get
too,
back
honey.
to the campsite there, we're gonna call him and get an update on Dad.
Yes.
Today, as of yesterday, as of last night, should I say? He was doing good, but I want to check on him again. I'll be doing more checking.
And our prayers are with you, sweetheart. And I'm so sorry about your uncle.
Yes.
Italian Princess says, I was just going to ask about Jeff City.
I just didn't want to say nothing because I don't like to make promises, and I'm still not promising I'm gonna be there. But that is my objective for Sunday.
Miss Jane said, good evening, G's, and chat from Wisconsin. Good evening.
Jess Nagy sent me a flyer of it.
Taylor says, I saw a truck for sale with horns on the grill. They would sell with horns, though. Get longhorns, G. That's what I... Oh, sorry. Missed it. Oh, Italian Princess says, Black Wolf will be in Jeff City.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's see. Switch back over to Facebook. Sorry, guys. I've got one phone. Debbie says, anyone else on here not getting notifications for Facebook? I've made sure I have it all set to all. Still not working. I did get my first YouTube. And yeah, you guys just have to check back in because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Jean says, hi, G's. Hope you're having a good day. We're having an awesome day. Randy said, just do you. Who cares about the other thing? I keep having to remind myself of the same thing all the time. Jody Bell says, hello from Green Bay.
Say what you want about me. Just make sure you get my name right. Right?
All right, Noe. Worm says, where's the like button? LOL.
What's going on, Worm?
Melissa's talking to Teresa. She said, sorry to hear about your uncle and prayers.
Yes.
Denise says, good evening, G's from Troy, Missouri. You're looking great and happy. Always makes my day to see you guys. To see you. Prayers for you and for the G-Force. Thank you, hon.
Well, today's just been a good day. I mean, we got some good news. We had some people that were pretty interested in the house. Might have some offers.
Yeah.
So
It's promising.
yeah, it is.
Laura says, wow, Mrs. G, I'm digging that hair of yours. It's beautiful on you. Thank you. I thought I looked like a mess, but thank you.
I didn't even know she had hair.
Laura.
I'm looking at something else.
KY Laura says, hello, G's and G-Force family. Glad to hear your dad is better. Thank you, sweetheart.
I will tell her Mrs. G earlier this morning.
When we did that video.
Mrs. G said, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it. The girls were getting a little wild. I said, I didn't even see. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, at least give me a good elbow bump.
Well, just a minute ago,
I
you're going down.
I would have babysat them.
You're going down the road and it's going boom, 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 boom.
Don't distract me.
Teresa said, G needs a cowboy hat. LOL.
I got one. I sold it at the auction.
Lori says, how's the pups liking the new home? They're liking it. There's not a whole lot of places they can go, which is good because it keeps them out of trouble.
I had a Stetson that I had for 35 years that was given to me by Papa. We just didn't have nowhere to put it, and I don't wear it enough. On it back, and he said no, so I told him I just don't have nowhere to keep it so it don't get messed up.
I know where it went.
Who got it?
Mook snaked it for Laylee.
She bought it, or she just took it?
She took it.
That's fine. I just didn't have nowhere to keep it. I'm glad she did.
She did. She took it.
I'm glad she did.
She came up to me. She said, "I took that hat."
No, I didn't. Because the hat band on it was actually my mother's.
It was her belt.
It was her belt.
She made it into a hat
I just didn't
band.
have no choice. I didn't know what I was going to do with everything. I'm not going to rent a storage and pay storage on some stuff that I don't use.
Anyway, it went where it needs to be.
Good.
Taylin says, Mrs. G, you're turning into a silver fox. Foxy mama. Love the natural grow out. Thank you.
What about me?
I was pretty iffy about it, you know, when
That still hurts.
he's got a little tiny bruise up here. But I was kind of iffy about just, you know what, saying forget it, no more dyeing my hair, it's too much upkeep, and then I just said, you know what, the heck with it.
No, actually, I told her, hun, girls are paying good money for that hairdo. Trying to save myself some money.
It was last summer when I made the decision, though, because we were in California and we were broke down at the time. And her husband, and a girl goes, "Where did you get your hair done?"
Yeah, she did.
And then another lady asked me again while we were there, broke down, and she asked me the same thing. She told me she liked my hair. I was like, "Yeah, that's it. That seals the deal.
Let her
Done."
go.
Let's see. Oops. Why did I do that? I gotta switch over, guys. Show Facebook some love. Okay. Marlene says hi from Post Falls, Idaho.
Hi,
Hello.
Marlene. How you doing?
Sean Mark Saunders says, OMG, Mrs. G, you look more beautiful than you usually look tonight. And Mr. G looks nice too. Oh, thank you, Sean.
And now, hold on. He just said more beautiful than you usually look. That means you can usually look pretty bad, but you look more
I
beautiful.
have looked pretty rough here. When we've been super busy, my hair goes up in a bun. Some days I don't even wear makeup. Brandy says, I'm going to go. It is pool time. Love yous. That's a nice thing. You're talking about pool time? Well, we have a pool too now.
Community pool, isn't it?
Candy, thank you for the stars, hon. Star salute. Hilda says hello. Well, hello, Hilda. Let's see. Let's pull this one up.
Anyway,
KY Laura says,
because she knows you're live.
yep, Trigger G, I was wondering about that knot on your head. Yes.
Yeah, that thing was that big.
It did. It got really big, and I'm just
I might
really
be
glad
exaggerating. It was more like that big. But
that
it's
the
big.
swelling has gone down, and his head looks better, but it's still really sore.
I've never had a knot so big in my life.
Gary says, my family and I are going through hell. I'm about to just give up. Can't take it no more.
Never
Honey,
give up.
never
man.
give up.
Never give up.
Everything in life happens for a reason. I know we don't know the answer to it.
Reach out to me if you need to talk, man.
Exactly.
I'll be more than happy to talk to you. But I'm here to tell you that life's too good to give up.
That's right.
Even when you think you're at your worst, better days will come. Believe me, they will come. I've been rock bottom, man.
And you
And
have
I'm
your
here to tell
family,
you.
honey.
It just doesn't matter. Like I said, at the end of the day, you woke up breathing this morning and you're blessed. So many people just wish that could happen. You know, you're more blessed than you know. We spend so much time, it's just hard to say, but we spend so much time looking at the bad things in life that we don't stop and take a breath and look at all the blessings that we have. I mean, hey, face that camera the other way. If you can. Oh. Look at that beautiful sky. I mean, look at that view. That's just one blessing. If you just stop and smell the roses, take a look around. You can move back. Take a look around. Believe me, right now it might be a bad time in your life, but I guarantee there's somebody out there that loves you and that's going to miss you. And I'm here to tell you I do.
We love you. Kim says, I miss some of your videos because I've been so busy. Where are you guys going to live when the house is sold? We bought a fifth wheel RV, and we're actually headed back to the house right now, to the RV house.
Yeah. Another lady asked today. Oh, excuse me. Another lady asked today, well, are you done with trucking? We all answered that already. But she goes, well, if you got a fifth wheel, or if you got an RV, where are you going to park it? And where are you going to keep your truck? We park the RV at an RV park. We got a lot there. And our truck goes over here to on the other side of the, just right on the other side of where we're staying. And it's parked over at Bob's Parking here in Stratford.
Mm-hmm.
It charges either $10 a day or $80 a month. $80 a month ain't bad.
Oh. And like I said, it's a secured lot. It has bathrooms and trash, and you know, I know our truck and our trailer are safe over there. Chantel says, my mom has been letting her hair grow out, and she really loves her silver, as she says. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this to work, so I have to flip back and forth.
Yeah, Gary, like I said, if you shoot me your number, man, I'll give you a call.
Yes. Nothing is ever as bad as it seems. Marlene says, hope this helps with the RV. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You didn't have to do that.
No, absolutely.
Thank you for the stars. Star salute. Gina said, just started following you two G's. Love watching.
Thank you.
Y'all are such an inspiration and a blessing. Prayers for your family. Hugs and prayers from North Carolina. Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
I just think we're a big family here. I found so many of you guys that have been so loving and caring to us, and that's been a huge blessing in our lives.
Yes. And every day, you know, there's more and more people that are joining the G-Force.
I think,
family.
Throughout the day, we run into, you run into a handful of idiots throughout the day, or whatever. But you run into so many other people that we don't speak to each other. We don't say hello to each other. That are good people. You know, or the new neighbor that moved into next door. Me and him talked for about an hour today when we both should have been working.
I'll tell you what, he's got his hands full.
He's an Albanian gentleman, and he's got, six girls? Six little girls? Beautiful family.
His wife is beautiful,
workers,
too.
And just good as gold. He told me, Gee, he goes, if you need me to come over and mow the lawn or anything, you holler at me. And I said, oh, no, Australia, I appreciate it. He goes, no, you saved me. He goes, I needed that well dug. You called your buddy up. He got my well dug for me, and he goes, I owe you. I said, you don't owe me nothing, man.
No.
But do expect me to show up, even though we're moving. Do expect me to show up,
And come visit.
And come visit, yeah. Because good friends are hard to come by.
Joy Bell says, God has been good to all of us. We just need to recognize our blessings instead of focusing on our losses. As a widow, I have learned to thank God for his daily comfort to me.
She said it a lot better than I did. I said it the wrong way.
That.
I said it the wrong way about it, but yeah, you're exactly right, sweetheart.
Lynn says, hello, my G's. You guys look a bit more rested. Prayers for Papa G.
I feel like it's just been a good day. We didn't sleep with a darn last night.
No. No matter how tired we are, when our head hits the pillows, I crash
There's
out
so much going on in our heads.
Yeah, a solid maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then I wake up. Mary Jo says, I've always been picky about my hair. Going through chemo now. No hair now. Shocking. Can't wait to have any hair again.
She was worried about losing her hair when she was doing her chemo. She never did lose her hair, but I told her, Mom, heck, I'll buy you a dang wig. Have you seen some of these wigs that they have? Hair don't make the man. Hair don't make the woman. It's what's right here.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to get back. I missed a bunch of...
Who said that? About
Gary.
Or about the chemo?
Oh, sorry, I switched. Hold on.
Does it say Susan Joy came out if it wasn't her?
No,
I don't think it was
Susan.
her. But she came
Mary
out and
Jo.
she was rocking it.
Mary Jo, yes.
Susan's
She
been
was
going through
rocking
chemo
it.
and she just put her bandana on there and she did cute. I love it. She came out to the house on Saturday to the auction. Her and her husband, great people.
Jen says that's the one thing people do not see about the convoy and movement is the family and relationships it has made.
Yeah.
Michelle says same, no.
We're here. You want to show our little homestead? It's like a little trailer park, a little camper trailer park. Everybody's really quiet though. You walk by them though, and I'll say hi.
If you'd stop.
See, he's got one of them. I wonder if I need one of them things.
That's kind of what we were thinking about. You're supposed to take me over there because I got to do laundry, remember?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to need.
Oh, there's our lovely right there. We're passing her.
You got the mount right away.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. She's going to take me over here so I see where it is that I can do laundry.
Looks like you got a place to park. I don't know longer. Oh, right there in the red building.
Is that what it's? Oh, laundry right there. Good deal. And there's the pool. You guys can't see. Squad.
Yeah, you can park right there.
Oh, they parked over there, so I would say I should be able to park over there to do laundry. Community room, restroom, laundry, and shower. All right, yeah, that would be nice. I just don't want to be in anybody's way. And there's the pool. We were telling Squishy about the pool today. He is super stoked about going swimming.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, we could have picked a nicer place down by the river and stuff like Bennett Springs. This is just really convenient for us because our truck's just right on the other side of the
It's like Central.
So it's going to work for the time being.
KR says, call the RV the G-Mobile. LOL.
The G-Mobile, I like that. The G-Cave.
Michelle
Like
says,
that
I'm
game.
sorry, is this just about your privilege or fighting for freedom? They are living the life. So disappointed, you guys. Park near pool, lucky you.
What?
I don't have no idea.
Live there for until the day I die. You're on the wrong channel. I'd like to know how long you spent there. Is what I'd love to know. And as far as privilege goes, we're in a darn RV park. You tell me how privileged that is. I went from 40 acres, a 6-bedroom house with 3,600 square feet. I think I've sacrificed plenty. What have you sacrificed? You let me know. And until you can answer the same thing, I don't want to hear it from you. How's that? See ya.
Let's see. Berdine says, hey, from southeast South Dakota. Finally getting notification again. Awesome.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Sorry, guys. I'm switching back and forth here. JJ said, good evening. How are you tonight? Doing good, honey.
Was that on YouTube? It said that.
Yeah.
Somebody said, who the hell said that?
Yeah, Brenda said, what a horrible thing to say, Michelle.
Canadian than I have. Try Ottawa. Well, that's great for you, Michelle. I'm glad you were able to do it. You know, remember I had truck payments and everything like that too. Sounds like you still got internet, so you're not doing too bad. Is that who said it?
Michelle. Yes, I don't know.
And
how
so
to
if you
say her
spend all
last
that time in Ottawa, my hat's off to you. You're the one that started this. You got our fires lit.
That's
But
right.
if you think I'm going to live there in DC, how long did you stay in Ottawa? I think you. I stayed in DC and
Total.
protested for over 90 days. But you're going to tell me I haven't sacrificed nothing. Go home. Go back to Ottawa. Live there. Live there, right there, wherever you want to do. You do your thing. I'm content with what I've done.
Mama Bear Sally said, wow, they was on the convoy for months. Hold on, guys. I got to switch back to Facebook.
And I'm not even going to compare myself. I mean, it kind of sounded like I did. It sounds like I was comparing myself to the Canadian brothers and sisters up there. I'm not comparing myself with how many days I did and how many days they did it. It's not about that. But if you can't find it in your own personal well-being or your personal You can't
think
find
right
it in
now.
yourself to realize what I did sacrifice, because 21 days is a long time to sacrifice also. Then it sounds like you got a problem, not me.
They sacrifice so much for us. Leave them alone and be grateful we had people like the G's.
Try being in Canada. We all did, but I don't even what you did. I don't own what you did. 3 months minus 40. You did nothing. You made money. You did nothing. Cry me a
river.
LOL,
cry me a river.
Well, good for you, sweetheart. Good for you. Find another channel to go to. Troll somewhere else. God bless you. We always have your 6, mom and dad.
In an Airbnb in DC, maybe you can give him a call.
Yes, somebody else said something about COVID outbreak in 1776. I haven't heard this. Oreo did reach out to me the day before yesterday, though.
You must have read stuff. Linda Perry says, storming heavily in Ohio, tornado warnings. We'll be praying for you, babe. And hopefully it doesn't amount to much.
She said, I'm not trolling, telling the truth. Michelle, you don't know the truth. You have what you think is the truth, but you don't know the truth. I lost far more than I made, believe me. We told everybody we're downsizing. Yeah, we're downsizing because we have to downsize. We wanted to downsize, but at this point, we have to downsize.
Ray says, Michelle, dump your anger. Lori says, Joe said it's not C. That's good to hear.
Good.
Karen says, no one has C at 1776.
Comment, somebody said that, so I wasn't sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to switch back and forth, guys.
I just seen a comment, guys, so I don't know what was the truth. I just seen the comment. Somebody said that there was a COVID outbreak. It might have just been a troll, you know.
Leslie says, when you get back on the road for work, you do need to disconnect the RV's water and sewer hookup every time you leave.
Yeah, we plan on it. Thank you, though.
Polly's. Thank you, hon. Stacy said, why need to live our lives in our own ways? Joe says, that's BS right there. Man, you tell her, Mr. G.
Yeah, it's just
Brian
it's
says,
crazy.
I've been following you since the convoy. John says the tornado warning are just south of 76 East. Lynn says, I wish you guys were on 24/7. I've been with you from day one and you're my favorite people. I feel like I've known you forever. Wonderful people you are. Much love. Much love to you guys.
Much love to you. Thank you. Darley says trolls are spreading rumors.
Well, you know what? If people believe it, that's on them. Yours truly says, get her out. She is here to spread hate. Not the time. Michelle says, I'm Canadian and, whoa, that rolled really fast.
Because she lived with Trudeau. Michelle, you're the one, you keep trying to compare us. You know, Canada and the U.S. are two different places, and I'm not comparing myself to you as a Canadian, but you keep trying to compare yourself to me as being a Canadian. It's not what it's about. It's about freedom, and it sounds like you're the one with the problem, Michelle. I mean, nothing's stopping you from martyring yourself, but you're still here talking. Maybe you haven't done enough. You didn't martyr yourself. You go out there and martyr yourself, and then you tell me. Because I did everything just short of martyring myself.
I know everyone's frustrated, and I'm sure you are as well, Michelle. But there's no need to take it out. We don't need to be taking this out on each other. Things didn't turn out the way we wanted to, and the way, you know. But one great thing is unity. So many people realize that they're not alone. That they're loved.
You know, I've done everything that I can to help the Canadians that have reached out to me. When this first started, I didn't even plan on doing this here in the United States. What got me fired up
is Canadians reached out to me and asked me, gee, can you guys help? Can you help? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a truck driver. I am a truck driver. That's what I know is trucking. I don't know these protests. I didn't even realize that there was such thing as a profession. Some of these people that came out to Maryland, I didn't realize they were professional protesters. I did what I could. And if it wasn't enough for somebody else, that's on you. That ain't on me.
Michelle says Trudeau is brutal. I live here.
Yeah, he is. I agree. What do you think got me started? But yet you want to come here and take it out on me. Why don't you go martyr yourself in Canada before you start coming over here and taking it out on me for saying I didn't do enough, because I did everything that I know of just short of martyring myself.
Whoa.
In a dumpster.
Elise says, Mr. G, please take care. Watch your blood pressure. Fontaine says, I just love you guys and my G-Force family. You are wonderful people, and I have made some great friends. And that's what it's about. It brought us all together. It made more people aware. More people are unifying day by day and taking it to their state levels.
Michelle says, I was in Ottawa. That's great for you, Michelle. You were in Ottawa. Ottawa lasted 21 days, and I commend you. That's what got me started into doing it here in America.
Exactly.
But I commend you for spending 21 days there. But you're going to come over here after I spent 90 days doing everything I can and helping everybody I can. I've actually helped you, the Canadians, as much as I can also. Ron Clark's called me multiple times, and I've done every single thing that I...
Margaret says, everyone needs to get off your back and straighten out their own. Love you all. Your life, your business, no one else's. Yours truly says, stay in your lane, Michelle. Michelle says, I did. Missy says, I'm Canadian and proud of both of you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You are so right. Mama Bear Sally says, Michelle, I'm friends with Wendell. I know what happened up there. Billy Bob said he did much more than most people would ever do. Oh, you blinded me with the moved your big melon, and now I can't see very well.
She says, yes, we fought. I'm not sure what you did in the U.S. I don't remember you guys fighting. I remember you guys getting trampled by horses and being brutalized. I remember that. You guys didn't fight back, so you didn't fight. You stood your ground, and that's what you needed to do. And if you guys would have fought, I don't think it would have helped. It would have made things worse on you. You guys did just... Our Canadian brothers and sisters on what we did, they agreed that we shouldn't have done exactly like Ottawa. They actually recommended to us to learn from what happened in Ottawa.
Yes.
Actually, we were actually basing ourselves off of somebody that was in Canada. We were getting a lot of advice for one of the organizers there in Ottawa, telling us what we should and what we shouldn't do. So if it's not good enough for you, then you could talk to the lady that was actually advising us.
Nikki Wood said, just ignore her, Mr. G. We are also proud of you and thankful for all you did. Chris Birch. Kathy said, I watch Canada since Ottawa and the U.S. Steve says, hi, I am from Toronto, Canada. Love you, G's. Love you guys too.
Now, if you're disappointed that not enough Americans stood up, I'll be right there by your side and agree with you in that. But you cannot blame me for all America. You can't blame me that things didn't happen. This whole country for not standing up. That's who I blame.
Brenda.
Sarah Nelson says you need a beer.
Karen says blood pressure, G. Mama Bear Sally said, Michelle, if you don't know what was done, then why are you commenting on what they are doing? Barbara said, geez, you don't have to explain anything to anyone. Y'all done more than most of here staying at home. I'm proud of y'all for staying as long as you did. Thank you, hon. Yours truly, we're actually, when we go in the house, we're going to call little brother and get an update on Dad.
Yes.
Billy Bob says, Mrs. G, this is William. To Billy Bob. Oh, okay. I gotcha. you're the best. They can go to another channel and stress them. You all are great, great people.
Jay Griffith says, Josh went home to be with the kids back at the end of the month as Joe has allergies. Yeah, Oreo, he messaged me yesterday and we actually had a good talk. We're gonna get together soon. His kids need to see him. His little boy, he's cute as butt, and he needs to see his dad.
He needs to see his daddy.
Vice
and
versa,
I know
Oreo needs to see his boy.
He misses his wife and his sons tremendously. Kathy said, I watched Canada since Ottawa and the U.S. since the beginning. Sending love and support. Thank you, G's, for all that you have done and continue to.
Michelle says Canada's still rolling this week and doing a slow roll. That's great. And
different parts of the United States are doing the same thing. You know?
But see, you keep wanting to compare us when we should be encouraging each other.
Standing together. You know, that's the problem. That is what will continue.
She says huge roll in Canada. Great. And
that's awesome.
Hey guys, there's a huge roll in Canada. Maybe take your time and let people know exactly where it's at. Maybe
tell them
instead of coming on here bashing me. Maybe you could spread the word for Canadians there.
Mike,
actually, your phone's fixing to die, isn't it?
I don't think it is. I think it's the light.
It got really dark.
Wendy B of Arizona said Camp Verde, Arizona is also doing a slow roll.
Awesome.
Gloria said we watch others jump on them over and over. That's bogus, irresponsible people. If they can't afford it without paying bills, more power. If they can afford it without paying bills, more power to them.
That's kind of the problem that we've always had, especially in this country, is we spend so much time bashing others for what they do instead of getting together and finding, I might not have the right answer. You might not have the right answer, but maybe this person wants to bash this person. This person wants to bash this person because they didn't do what they wanted. They didn't do what they wanted.
And that's
instead of putting their heads together and dividing. This country has this. We're so far divided.
It's not just our country. It's a lot of the countries have division.
I can only speak on the one I know.
True. Daniel says, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm so sorry about that, Daniel.
It's hot.
Babe, we've been praying for you, and I'm sorry you're going through this rough time right now." Violet says, Patricia, that's not true. You didn't hear correctly. I missed that one. Missed a lot of comments here, guys. Michelle says, I live in Canada. This is a different. Michelle Priest says, I live in Canada, but from South Carolina. I thank the truckers in Canada and in the U.S. Love the G's.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Wendy says, love you.
Didn't know you were the G's accountant. You don't know what they... I can tell you what I pay per week just to have the trucking and keep the business. It cost me $4,000 per week. What is it? Wait. No. 2,500, excuse me. I said $4,000 because I usually add my fuel, but we haven't been running, so.
Yeah. Brian Unger said slow roll cost Santa to go to jail. Pam D says slow roll across the country Saturday. Okay, let me flip over to Facebook, guys. Ooh, that went really, really fast. Kathy says lots of slow rolls and border crossings taking place this weekend. Flag waving. People's involvement as tours of duty. People rotate in and out, just like in the armed forces.
The thing is,
not
enough people rotated. We stayed steady the whole time except for that 1 week because we had our previous obligation that I didn't want to get sued for, and we came right back.
Sue Johnson says, did the salesman say anything about blocking up the slide outs on the toy hauler? No, but actually a friend of ours did say something about getting outs.
Then somebody else told me that you shouldn't, so I don't know what to believe. One person told me that you shouldn't do it because then if it settles, it's going to put it in a bind, and then somebody tells me that you should do it. I don't know what to believe anymore.
We're confused.
Yes.
Lori, thank you for the stars. Star salute. Okay, let's switch back over. Okay. Mama one says, OMG, they have to sell their home. How much more do you want them because they need a place to live. Joan says, gee, you don't owe anyone an explanation.
I wouldn't just our home. I sold everything.
Mike Foley's on,
like
YouTube.
I said, I almost sold Mrs. G. Short of my reserve.
Mike Foley says, Michelle,
I wanted $25 and they only offered $23.
Michelle, are you stupid? They traded truck in on an older one. They sold bike. They sold almost all of their possessions. Houses for sale. Geez.
Thing is, another lady said that, well, they didn't get rid of nothing. I seen their bikes in their garage. Well, if you notice in my garage, there was a bike missing. I couldn't sell the other two because I owe money on them.
Yeah. Two Little Boots says that $200 or $2,500, does it include insurance, breakdown account,
No.
paperwork, taxes? Is expensive. It is very expensive. When that truck is not rolling and it is sitting, the payments are still
They still
there.
go.
Everything still accumulates.
I guess
Doesn't
I
matter.
could cut more costs. I mean, what do you want from me? You want me to cut my health insurance that I pay for too? I could cut my health insurance.
Gary, I know, honey. Someone was just saying that the slow roll that's what caused Santa to go to jail. Yours truly says, support your slide. I did full-time RVing with 4 kids. You will be thankful.
Okay.
Thank you, hon. All right, let's switch back over. And I know
Michelle says
I
you have lots
apologize,
of money.
guys.
What did the auction bring in? Nothing. The auction brought nothing. Everything let me tell you what the auction brought in. Everything I owned throughout my life brought $9,000. Oh no, actually less than that because I owe Papa a grand because some of that stuff that sold was Papa's. So no, everything I
we're
owned.
rolling in the dough.
And you seen how much stuff I owned brought me $9 grand. And guess where that went? It went to back payments for the truck.
Yep.
Not like it matters to you.
I would have, videoed it for all of you, but I had to go sit on the other side.
Michelle,
of the
I just told you that. She said, tell dollar money.
right there.
Michelle, I've been an open book with every single person. Do you want it down to the pennies? I think it was $9,463.27.
Like I said, I would have did a video on it to upload.
She said that was stupid.
Sick.
Well, what else do you want from me, Michelle?
I think Michelle just wants to get your blood pressure up. So you know what? I'm going to say, bless your heart. Much love to you, hon, because I do believe you're just here to poke at us.
Yes, it was stupid, Michelle, but I needed the money. What can I tell you? I needed the money. She goes, you accepted that? It was an auction. If you don't know how an auction works, you have an auction. You either do really good or you do really bad. And guess what? I did really bad.
Tammy says, OMG, the trolls have been thick lately, trying to make everyone fight with each other. They win. See more. Oh, wait.
Some people's stupidity
they all
just
find a
amazes
JOB.
me.
Glenn Counselor says, Michelle, you will never find anyone more honest and down-to-earth people than the G's. So take your angry somewhere else.
Sue Garrett says, it's none of her business. No, it isn't, but I've been an open book with you guys from day one.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on being anything different.
His child says, I call BS on Michelle. Canadians aren't mean-spirited. Just because she says she is doesn't make it true.
Michelle
and
says,
just because
do
she
you
says
not
she
set
is.
prices? I didn't have a garage sale, Michelle.
It's
I
not
had
a garage
an auction.
sale. So when the auctioneer goes to an item and he says, mind you, okay, let's take for instance.
I'm not going to set a reserve on every single thing I have. Now, there was some big ticket items like that. I had a shed, and I did tell them, hey, I'm setting a reserve on that. And there was a couple things that I did set a reserve on it. And the little building that I had, it didn't sell. It didn't meet the reserve, and I wasn't going to give it away.
When you're at an auction and your auctioneer starts at a table, he'll say, okay, who'll give me, let's say it's a chop saw, a Skil chop saw, who'll give me $5 for this? And then the bid goes. If no one bids on it, then it goes lower. So needless to say, I mean, went through our clothes and there was all kinds of clothes. And
the clothes sold good.
And that sold really great. But there was other things that we had in my KitchenAid that I sold that we've had for a long time. And everyone knows how pricey KitchenAids are. Yeah. I think it sold for what, like $50.
Yeah.
There was other things like there's just so much stuff that sold for so little. I mean, one of our deep freezes, I think, mind you, full of food in the deep freeze because we have nowhere to put it. Sold for $30. A lay down deep freeze that was completely full to the top with meat. $30. That's the way an auction goes.
Now, I will say that I had a little 4-wheeler that I bought for the Grand Boys, and we didn't let them ride it because we were afraid that they were going to hurt themselves. It was a little fast for them. Sold for more than what I bought it for. I did have a few things that sold for more than what I bought it for.
You know, Michelle, Wendy, if you're still on here, give her the boot. I'm done with her.
What'd she say now?
It was one that was back. You have lots of money. What did you get bringing the auction? This one. Enjoy your comfort life. So disgusting. If you couldn't afford to do convoy, give me a break. Poor financial planning. And at this point, you're getting my blood pressure up, and I don't like it. So, bye. See ya.
Yeah, I don't know what else to tell her.
It don't matter what you tell her. She's just going to keep poking. Becky Hodges says, what do these girls say?
I don't like boot controls. I really don't like boot
Michelle's got to go. LOL. Sue McGee says, Mom G, you don't need to explain.
Don't do me a favor. Don't boot her.
Let's
just don't read her messages. How's that?
There we go. Okay. Billy Bond says,
I don't want people to think I'm censoring.
How's your noggin doing? Or Mr. G, how's your noggin doing?
It hurts. I tell you what, that knot was that big.
Lori says, Michelle's just butthurt that the G's and other live streamers have their own accounts set up for donations, and she's all about money. Joan says, auctions suck. Everyone wants it for free. And they do. That's what an auction is. People go there to get things at as cheaply as they possibly can.
Michelle says, I'm not mean. I wasn't supposed to read her stuff anymore, was I? No, you're very, very ignorant and very misinformed is what you are, Michelle. You're very ignorant. And I didn't say stupid. There's a difference, so don't get it twisted, because it sounds like you get things twisted really easily. If you don't know what the word ignorant is, look it up.
Mike Foley says, you can silence for a period of time, too. Thanks, Mike. I forgot about that. The timeout button. Anthony says, hey, G's. Whoa, that move. Hey, G's. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. You're... Okay. Let's see. Mama Bear Sally says, hey, ho, ho. Michelle's got to go. I'm not sure if I can say that correctly. Vincenzi
Potasio.
Okay, I'm sorry if I butchered it.
And I'm pretty sure we both butchered it, so much apologies.
And we appreciate the super chat. Super chat, clap. Woo! I hit something.
I lived -40 in Ottawa, lost a lot. Good for you, Michelle. Good for you. You lost a lot. How much is a lot, Michelle? Did you lose a toe? -40. What have you given? Let's talk about you for a little while, Michelle. Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. I've answered all your questions. Once you answer me, she says Canadians will support me. I have a bunch of Canadians on here that ain't supporting you, Michelle.
Yeah.
So don't speak for all of Canada when you don't speak for all of Canada. You speak for yourself.
Deborah says, so big question. Did you get the 6 things done today?
No, we didn't.
No, we did not accomplish the 6 list, but we did get the majority of it taken care of. Teresa says, how do the dogs like the new home? They like it.
Eric says, gee, the bump on your noggin is like my fish stories. It gets bigger every time I tell the story.
It started out
that big.
It started out like little
tiny.
That thing was big, and then it was a good size. He's got a little bruise. You can't see it though because he's got fuzz. But it's got a little line bruise right there. Here. And you know what?
Up to about that.
I was trying to figure out exactly how he done it. It's when you walk into the garage from the outside door, the handle for his Harley is right there.
I hit the handle.
And when you go to step on
brake handle and everything.
You go to step up on that last step to go in, it'll get you because it about got me today. And I said, holy goodness, this is how he did it. I thought you were trying to duck underneath.
No, you're just taking that step up.
Just stepping into the garage is where he whacked his head. Chris says, what's up, awesome G's from Chicago.
All right. What's up, brother?
Just kind of decompressing for the day. Miss Jane says, you're an awesome family, G's.
Thank you, Miss Jane.
You guys are awesome. You guys are all of our family. And thank you for the super chat. Super chat, clap.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, let's switch back over to Facebook so we can read some comments there. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. Marcia said, Mrs. G, did you sell your bunny ears at the auction? Did you? No, I did not.
she didn't.
I have them.
No, she
They're
didn't.
safe and sound.
There was a flag that was on the back of my truck, and it got accidentally put out there. I don't know who put it out there. I think it was the kids.
It was in a mad dash.
And they
were helping us.
And he goes, "Here's the flags." I looked over and I said, "Oh shoot, that was one from the auction or from the convoy." And I didn't want to get rid of it, but it was already being auctioned.
It was in the process.
And so I was thinking, well, darn. And so I told him, I said, well, here's what that is. And I told him it was for the People's Convoy. It was went from coast to coast, back again, coast to coast.
Because that's the one that really...
And somebody ended up buying it. And then Susan Joy, she's one of the family members here on the page, and she seen that. She goes, Why didn't you tell me that was from the convoy?
We didn't know it was put out.
I didn't know. I said I didn't know it was put out there. She went and hunted the people down and she bought it off of them.
She had her husband go.
Yeah, she had her husband do it.
She had him go do it. Deborah, thank you for the stars, hon. Star salute. Bobby says, "Don't lie, Mr. G. Mrs. G popped that head for you." Diane
Somebody gave you a super chat
much
there.
Love from Canada. Thank
Michelle.
you, sweetheart. Michelle Brandon says, love you, G's. Love you too, honey. And thank you for the stars. Stars. All right, let's go ahead and...
Miss G's trying to read them both on both sides.
I think...
I didn't say one of it.
Michelle. I think that's the same Michelle that...
Michelle, why are you giving me money, sweetheart? I mean, thank you for the super chat. Super chat clap. But if... I don't get you.
Enjoy your $2 because exchange.
Huh?
Honey, we don't want, nor did we ever ask for money.
No, never have.
You're making it about money. You're the one that's focused on it.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're focused on, I don't know what to tell you, because that's
Please
not
give Michelle her $6.99 back. She's having money issues, Kimber said. I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you. Otherwise, I would. How do you do it?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Gary says, I've been with Trucker G and Mrs. G since day one of the Truckers Convoy.
Well,
Yours truly says, yes, pool noodles are a must in and around the RV on all sides, etc. It will save some heads from getting bumped.
It was on my bike.
We'll just have to bubble wrap his head.
That's why we put it on.
Because it was in the garage. When he stepped up, took the last step into the garage, the Harley is right there. One of them, and the handle goes out like that, and whacked.
Michelle, don't. Sorry, sweetheart. She goes, I need to change my name. Feeling paranoid, dear.
No.
Michelle Priest.
Sorry, Michelle Priest. Don Burke. Hey, Don. Thanks for the super chat, sweetheart. Super chat, clap.
Good to see you, Don. Your battery's low.
Is it? Oh, shucks. Guys, I guess my phone's getting ready to
you got 20%.
Sue McGee says, Crush Control G4 style. Star salute, honk honk. Thank you for the stars. Star salute.
I was just thinking about Dawn the other day. I thought, I haven't seen her in a little bit. You doing all right, sweetheart?
Yeah, Dawn, are you doing okay? Jesse
Crazy
says,
Robin says, no, not Dawn. Why not Dawn? I ain't got nothing against anybody. I don't even have nothing against Michelle.
No, I think Michelle has some misplaced
I think she's misplaced,
anger.
a lot of misplaced anger.
And for Dawn, y'all, just cool your jets. Jesse says, I hit my head so many times when I load him in our handicap van. I need to duck, and I'm short. Glad you're okay. April Johnson says, love you guys. Love you too, sweetheart. And thank you for the stars. Star salute.
She said she's been working. Right on.
Sue says, friends of mine didn't block the slide outs and it was leaking. Had to pull everything and needed to replace the floor. Okay. Then we're definitely going to look into getting the blocks to do that. Because we're looking at them yesterday. And that's when G was telling me that the friend of ours said that was something we needed to
Crazy
do.
Robin says, maybe Michelle and her are the same. Donna's the one that asked for all her monies back from OTR.
We don't know.
Guys, there's a whole lot more to that story
than one knows.
Than we know.
That's
and unless you have both sides of the story, don't have a judgment, because I guarantee you I haven't heard both sides of it.
And
I do have my
Dawn is welcome here.
I do have my own thoughts on it, But that's my own thoughts, and you'll never hear me say nothing because it's none of my business. There was a lot more to that story, I'm sure.
Wendy B says, I hit my head weekly at least. Hugh says, don't feel bad, G. I smacked my noggin on the muffler of a GTO today. Oh, buddy.
Hopefully it wasn't hot.
Teresa says, Mr. G is too wild in the bed. LOL, smacking his head. LMAO.
I'll neither confirm nor deny. You?
Did you hear him get kind of quiet on that one? I love you, butthead. Truck Pop says, I've been charging $700 each for dog training leashes Mrs. G taught me. I'm saving up for a set of bullhorns for G's truck.
Kathleen says, are you two ever apart? Not very often.
No. And when we're calling each other.
We spent a lot of time apart throughout the years, 28 years apart. 28
years apart. It was rough. But, my place was at home taking care of the kids.
Every day's a first date. And then I kick her to the curb.
Whatever. Matt said, hey, get a room, butthead. LOL.
Every night's a one-night stand. How's that? Is that even better?
Lynn says, I love you, butthead.
Beverly says, easy now.
Vicky says, easy now.
Sherry says, I'll send you my bump cap.
Oh, Susan Joy in the house. She says, yes, I'm the new proud owner of those convoy flags. I wanted them pretty bad. Love you both.
Yeah, you
bunches.
did. I'm glad you got them.
Too,
I'm glad you got them, sweetheart. I am glad you got them.
That's cute.
I didn't know anybody would have wanted them, to be honest with you.
Don says life is great. Well, I'm glad to hear that, sweetheart.
Heck, if I'd have known anybody wanted, heck, I got the two flags on the back of my trailer.
We've got to replace them.
That I'm replacing. Those have been on what 3 days before the convoy, all the way till they're still on, and they're still on there.
We bought them in Quartzsite, and we stayed the night there, and then we were there the next day, and then we left the next day. So yeah,
maybe I should auction those off here, guys. What do you think? Should I auction them here, or should I just dispose of them?
Shelly Babes says keep it sexy. KY Laura said boobies. John said them, their seals go all the way back, or their seeds go all the way back.
I hope you see this, Mr. G, because you have showed me a valuable lesson. I used to get upset when I had something that I was against, the hot topics being discussed in government, and now the others and the other thoughts differently. But now
that was what, on Facebook?
YouTube.
Was it YouTube? Okay, I probably haven't come up on it yet.
Sorry, swear. Oh, wait, there it is.
Find it.
But I know now it's okay. You can't change someone to think like you. Thank you. No, we have to agree to disagree, whether we're opposing thoughts or not, have different views or not.
But that's
we still have to agree.
Great.
We have to agree to disagree, and we can't love each other any less because of our disagreements.
But that's what's great, because if we all thought the same, this would be really boring.
Debbie says auction them. Michelle said auction them. Marlene says I want a flag. That's why a lot of people divorce is so rampant also, because it's so easy to just call it quits when we don't disagree.
When we don't agree.
When we disagree, it's so easy just to call it quits instead of working through things.
And trust me, our marriage is not perfect.
And that's with somebody you love. I mean, we write people off that we don't know really quick.
Yeah,
and never get to know them. And who's losing? We are. There's good in everybody if you just give them a second and.
Just like with Michelle, I know she's got to be a good person.
Debbie says auction the flag. Darlene says auction them. Michelle says it's awesome that it's awesome you are at the point you can enjoy life.
We enjoy life every day.
I mean, at the point, if
whether
you don't
we've been
enjoy
poor,
life, you're living life wrong.
Whether we've been poor and we've had, to figure out how we're gonna get by, we still enjoy it because we're together. Yeah. We have our kids, we have all of you guys. And even back in the day when we were younger and we struggled hardcore, money didn't define us.
No.
And it never ever will. But yes, we enjoy our lives. It doesn't matter.
Susan Joy, I got $100 on the flags with the all signature. Got $100. We'll make that a G's After Dark thing or something. Let me get them cut off the truck and stuff, and we'll do a G's After Dark, and we'll just cut up and have a good time. This phone's fixing to die.
Michelle says we all have been there, and we've all been there.
Violet says, have you got plenty of work when you get back on the road? Rates are horrible right now. Rates are absolutely horrible. And so there's plenty of loads out there. It all just depends on whether you want to run the loads for free or you want to pay to take somebody else's freight across America. And I'm not paying to take somebody else's freight across America.
No.
And I'm not going to do it for free. So there isn't a whole lot of loads that are paying well unless you negotiate it up. It's not looking good right now. But there's plenty of loads out there. There's plenty of work out there.
James says, auction them, sign them, LOL. Bobby says,
Yeah,
Mr.
exactly.
Mr. G, no poles in the RV park, so don't wear the G-strings.
Hugh says, I was born poor and still am. Right along there with you, brother.
Yep.
I've been so poor. I've been homeless. I mean, there's a difference between being poor and just homeless, and I've been homeless. Mrs. G can never say that because I've always kept a roof over her head. But I've been hungry and I've been homeless, so I know what it's like.
Michelle says, so how do you afford to pay for your new items? That's where the money from the house is going.
I worked for 30 years. 30 years I've been a truck driver, Michelle. We accumulate a little bit of stuff, right? And there's this thing called credit. I don't know if you ever heard of it, what credit is, but you don't have to have the money in your pocket. You just go down to a place, and it's not a good thing. Don't get me wrong.
No.
So don't use it. And you just go down to a place, and they give you this brand new thing, and you don't have to give them nothing. Why? Because they got this thing called credit. And so what me and Jim and Mrs. G did is we took this brand new thing that we got on this newfangled thing called credit, and we traded a brand new truck that we got on credit for an older truck on credit. And hoping I sell this house so I can pay it all off. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, I'm going to be real screwed up. Yes, Bonnie said payments.
Kaylin says, if you auction, make it enough to cover cost of flag and shipping plus value of what makes them special.
I think we'll just have a good time and we'll just have fun. How's that sound?
Penny says, credit is a beautiful thing. No, really, it's not.
Michelle says, credit is brutal. And you're exactly right. But you do what you got to do when you're a poor folk. Poor folk have poor ways. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but sometimes you just do what you got to do.
Michelle Priest says, Mr. G, please make me a temp admin for 5 minutes so I can boot Michelle. Carol says, Michelle's hogging the stream.
Carol. I'm sorry. We were having fun, and then I seen that. Why did you put Michelle on a timeout? How's that?
Let's see. How about we just go?
I said I won't
here.
boot trolls, but I will time them out.
April said, that's how I got my brand new truck. LOL.
Wendy, you are right. When you owe, you are owned. The debt is slave to the lender.
Susan Joy says, when are we gonna have supper with y'all?
Whenever you would like, sweetheart.
Yeah, let us know. Let's go scroll back over here. Tammy V said, people are happy because they actually have more. Carol says, love you guys. Love you too.
Well, we don't have more now. We dwindled it down to a whole lot of nothing.
Shelly Forbes.
Right now we got the truck and we've got the fifth wheel. And that was kind of, we had to do something to have a place to live. So that's what we've got. We've got the truck, the fifth wheel, and we got the 2 bikes. And once I sell this house, I'm hoping to have enough to pay off all my debts.
Shelly Forbes says, LOL, without credit, you can't buy a house. Sean says, Michelle Priest, I was literally going to say the same thing. You beat me to it. Mama Bear Sally says, no one is ever debt free, for bills come every month.
John said, sorry, I had to leave your YouTube page. I don't know what the rest said, but he was getting mad, I'm sure. And come back before I got booted.
Jerry writes, a good evening, G's from Central Florida. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, hon?
Joe says, amen. Money ain't everything. And it's not.
It isn't. Marlene said, you have your pups. Yes.
Says, come to East Texas and I'll treat y'all to dinner. Would love to have dinner with you, Brenda.
TT, when we got home earlier, here to the camper. G unlocked the door and walked in, and she was right at the door, ready to try to bite someone's face off.
Hugh says, I owned a 150 unit trucking company and lost it all because I was a dumbass and broke my back in 4 places. Ooh, that's tough, man.
Oh, I don't feel like that was a dumbass.
Jennifer Duck says, hey, I'm debt free. And that's where that's where I want to be, sweetheart.
Carol says, Drew, sorry. Michelle says, hearts are good, but what are you supporting?
Michelle, I'm done talking to you, sweetheart.
Crazy Cracker
Matter
says,
of fact, put her on
G,
timeout.
you have beautiful hair. Is the color natural, or do you have it done? No, it's natural. It's called stress.
Timeout because she's taking enough of the.
I don't know how to do it.
Live.
There we go.
There.
Done.
Michelle, we'll talk a different day. You're on timeout. You've taken enough of people's time.
Sherry says Amazon has RV slide out stabilizers.
Brian says, what truck did you trade? Oh, where'd it go? What truck did you trade? G-Red? No, Brian, actually, we traded Mrs. G's pickup.
My pickup.
For this pickup. We didn't trade the big trucks.
Nope.
I'm actually kind of disappointed because I traded a paid-for truck for the G-Ride, and if I knew things were going to be the way they are, well, the hindsight's always 20/20. But if I knew things were going to be the way they are, or if I even knew we were going to go on the convoy, I'd have never got rid of the paid-for truck.
No.
But we kept breaking down them, and parts were getting hard to get, and so we thought it was a good move to go ahead and get a newer truck and have a warranty.
Yeah.
So we did what we did.
Frank Birch says, when you come to Northern Kentucky, I've got steaks and beer with your name on it. Oh,
Don, it's actually natural silver.
It is. Look, see.
She says that natural blonde. It kind of looks blonde in the.
It does, but that's all gray.
It's all gray silver.
This is my natural color. You can kind of see it through the gray.
And they're both natural.
With the silver. I don't know, for some reason, last time I had my hair done, I had the blonde put here. So when it grew out,
this is all natural too.
The gray grew out
all
right
natural,
there, real prominent in the front. Oh, Sue McGee, did you find a locked gas cap, Mr. G?
I forgot. Thank you, sweetheart.
Lisa said, did you get all your errands run today? We've got the majority of what we were supposed to accomplish today done. So that's huge. Whew.
I think your
Tammy
phone's
says,
die, baby. Let's see what the percentage is, because I don't want to.
G touched it.
I hate stupid iPhones. I was trying to see what your percentage was.
Dawn says, guess what? People pay for that, LOL. I know. Tina
says, Mr. G, your hair is so pretty.
Oh, you're so pretty. So pretty.
I think she said Mrs. G.
Oh.
It's hard to see.
Tina says, I love you guys. I'm being watching you guys since it started. I've been getting closer to God. Thanks to you guys.
Awesome.
Sean says, Mr. G has the best smile.
Thank you.
Laura said, that's horrible, Hugh Stevenson.
Well, they say, get it, G, something.
I don't know.
You get it, G. People are now stealing gas. Oh, the gas caps.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to.
Sherry Paget says, I've been gray silver since 50. Get RV slide out stabilizers. We're going to have to do that. There's a lot, all you guys keep telling us the same thing, and also our friend did tell us the same thing as well. Gloria says, I've had silver since the 90s, my 40s, so it's just silver. I wish mine would just finish going already.
Somebody said, stop poking, Mr. G, stop poking us in the eye, because every time I go to scroll, it goes.
He's trying to pick your nose.
I don't. Mrs. G's got my phone, and she usually has another phone she can read. No, you're good. I'm not complaining.
Jesse said, how is little G? He's doing good.
They said, you're flickering.
Jennifer said, enjoy your new camper. I miss my camper. Stay cool. John says, you're flickering. Oh, you read that. Michelle says, don't break us, Mr. G. Oh, for goodness sake. Fail Career said,
G has a great personality. So do you.
All right, 10% guys.
10% battery remaining.
My phone is fixing to die. We love you all. Well, you guys have a blessed
Love
evening.
you guys. It's fixing to die.
Bye, guys.